What's going on, chess lover? This is Maurice Bishop, and today I want to show y'all the most crazy and intense game that I played against. I don't even know how to say his name. AbteilungAttacke, whatever. I'm not sure, but all I can tell you, man, I watched him play before, and he is a very strong player. He beat a couple of FMs, International Masters. He's a very strong player, and I played the Black Lion on him, but he has some stuff on him, man. Like, man, y'all see what I'm talking about. Without further ado, let's get started. I played as white, he played as black. Um, I play E4 as always. He plays C5, and I go D3. Knight D6, Knight D2, G6, C3, making sure no piece get to the D4 square, especially with the bishop, because I knew he was gonna go bring his bishop out. Queen C2, D6, H3, making sure I don't get nothing on G4, but also my pawn storm. E6 is played, knight F3, knight E7, bishop E2, key castle key side, then I go knight F1. He goes B5 automatically. I kind of thought that before the knight F1, I probably should have played A4 anyway. But I wound up going G4 anyway. He goes rook B8, and I go A4 then. He goes B4, wasn't a problem. I go knight G3, B catches C3, B catches C3, no problem. He goes bishop A6, I go G5, just still going with the plan. And then he hits me with knight D5. Now it's like he's really breaking into the center now. Um, I felt like it was I wasn't really sure what to do. I know D4 wouldn't work. Um, that was going to be an option. I definitely can't push E5, so I'm like, you know what? He's just gonna have to take it just like that. So I just go H4. He takes. I go D catches E4, and he goes bishop catches E2. Now, y'all, I can't take with this queen. Let me put it on this one. I cannot take with this queen because of bishop catches C3 check, king F1, and then bishop catches A1. I can't do that. So I wound up having to take back with the knight on G3. So I took back to protect this. Then this guy hits me with knight B4, y'all. This dude hit me with knight B4. And I felt like, with this knight B4 is so dangerous, he's even coming down to knight D3. So it's like I felt like I didn't really have anything that I can really do. But then I thought to myself, well, and I thought of the craziest thing ever. And I imagine myself, if I take this knight and he takes my rook, I could push the pawn on b5. So I'll have two connected pass pawn, and then eventually try to go bishop b2 to change the dark square bishop off and create some dark square weaknesses. So that was my plan. And I was like, I think this plan will be a lot better than him just dominating me right now. So which is what I did. I go c catches b4, he takes, I go b5 automatically. I wasn't worried about queen a5 because of bishop d2, and that's just a wasted move. So, and plus my queen is guarding this a4 pawn. And then, like I said, this was kind of like what I want because even if he goes to queen c7, my next move is bishop c3 anyway, and he's going to be forced to take, and I'll take, and I'm pretty much going to start creating dark square weaknesses, which is what I want to do, especially once I push this h pawn. My e4 pawn is good because now the knight can't get to none of these squares at all, nor this square either. So this is what I was thinking of. So but yeah, y'all. So once I go b5, he goes queen c7. I was like, all right. So I go bishop b2. Bishop b2 is played, and of course he's forced to take. I take rook d8, and I go h5. Already. The whole point is, I definitely want to go knight g3, and hopefully take this pawn off to cause an h file, and then eventually, if I can get this, go knight h5. But y'all see, he actually took. I didn't think he had to take. And I think when he took that pawn, I think it created more play for me, which is why I went knight g3. I didn't even take with the rook. I want to get as many pieces as close as possible to the king as possible because I am down a rook. But I had some type of play. He goes queen e5. I go king f1. The whole point, y'all, if I did a move like knight captures h5, then this would be me. He'll get me. So that's why I didn't. So that's why I just went to King F1, y'all. I went King F1. He goes Knight G6. You know, as you see, he's trying to get to the Knight F4 square. You know, where I can't go King G2, and then maybe he could threat some mates, but I'll have my Knight blocking it. But it will be kind of bad for me. So I just go Knight captures H5, preventing the Knight from going F4. But even if he does go F4, I own threatening mate on G7, which is the ultimate goal, which is why I did it. So I kind of attacked it with that with a mating threat. My opponent goes E5, blocking me from getting to that G7 square. So I decided to go Knight F6 check, King F8, and I go Rook captures H7 check. I mean, not check, but just Rook captures H7. Um, my opponent goes Queen D1. I go King G2, and he goes Knight F4, and I go King G3. Now I know this seems crazy, like Black could get me, but I felt kind of comfortable only because my knight was guarding this square, and my rook guarding this square. So he doesn't really have nothing to get at me right now. You know, and right now I still have a nice, beautiful pawns over here, and then I'm threatening queen captures e5 already. You know, so I'm threatening some stuff right now. You know, so he goes rook d3, and now it's just looking very, very scary right now, like really, because now he's about to come up with all types of mating attacks already, which is going to be crazy. So I was like, I think fast, so I go rook h8 check. Um, he goes king e7. Now, um, let's look at some for instance. Let's say he goes rook h8 and he goes here. It's not like I can mate him right here because his rook is still there. And like I said, if I do queen captures e5, I'm automatically getting mated. So if I did some stuff like this, rook h7, king g6, uh, I don't think I have nothing left after this. Well, nah, it wouldn't matter. I'll just have to keep checking them. So this G pawn is the one that's saving me right now. So it's not like he could go anywhere else. He can't take the pawn, so he got to keep going back, check. He has to come here and then check. So either way, he just has to keep coming back. So it'll be a perpetual check if he tried to do that. But um, instead of going to G7, he goes E7. So which gave me the initiative to go queen captures E5 check. He goes on knight E6, and remind you, he's still threatening this queen catchers F3. So I decided to go knight D5 check. And obviously, y'all, if he tries to, I don't know, like move here or whatever, things like that, then could he still get me? That is the question, y'all. Could he still get me? Knight F6. Yeah, because he can't go anywhere, so I have to keep checking him. So here, E7, here, yeah. Because of this threat is so strong. And like I said, y'all can analyze it yourself. Maybe yes, I know. So he probably get hit me with the rook catches F3 check first, maybe. You know, but I got this already. So after knight d5, he goes rook catches d5 with a check, and then I wound up having to go e catches d5, and then he takes my rook on h8, which is what he did. And remind you, I can't, which I did. I did wind up taking a rook, but I couldn't take. I didn't want to take the e catches d5 because I'm gonna be down a rook, and it'll probably give black some advantages. So I was like, dang. So I gotta take queen catches h8. He takes on d5, and I go queen f6 check. He goes king f8, and I go knight e5, threatening checkmate already. And obviously, guys, yeah, man, it just it's getting pretty good. But queen f6, king f. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Um, my bad. Queen f6, king f8, knight e5, threatening mate, and he actually checks me right there. So I just go f3 to block it. You know, he don't have any other more checks for me. And he knows I'm still threatening checkmate. He actually does well, I can't really say a blunder because it's not really, I don't really see anything that he can really do after this. But he does go knight d4. And then after that move, this pretty much was over because after knight g6, he's going to get mated automatically. So whether he goes king e8, this is checkmate. And then if he goes to um, king g8, which is actually what he did, he wound up getting mated like this. So pretty intense, man. Very intense game, man. We both was fighting like crazy and stuff, so it was pretty crazy. If y'all enjoyed the video, please like, please share, please comment. Let me know what you think of this game. If you have any other analysis that you saw in this video, definitely comment below of things that I could have did or things that my opponent could have done. And definitely drop that comment below. All right. And y'all, and don't forget to subscribe, y'all. All right, y'all. Peace.